Today we are reading a story called Pablo's Tree. And the author who wrote the words is Pat Mora. And the illustrator who drew the pictures is Cecily Lang. I'm ready, Mama. I'm ready for my birthday visit to Lito's. Hurry, Mama. I want to see my tree. I wonder if Lito, my grandfather, remembered. I wonder if he remembered to decorate my tree. I ask, Mama, did Abuelito decorate my tree? So you guys may or may not have heard of the word Abuelito before. And in this story, that means grandfather. So anytime you hear Lito or Abuelito, that means grandfather. Your grandfather does not forget to decorate your tree, Pablo. Do you have your suitcase? What new birthday toys are you taking to Abuelito's? Asks Mama. I've got my purple car, my book about whales, my tambourine, and my flute, I say. Every year I spend the night after my birthday at my grandfather's house. We sit under my tree. We play with my new toys. Every year, Lito decorates my tree for my birthday visit. Maybe my grandfather forgot. Are you sure he didn't forget, I ask? I'm sure, says Mama. Please tell me, Mama, I say. Tell me what Lito put on my tree. Is it lights? Is it piñatas? Mama smiles. Pablo, she says, don't you like surprises? Come, let's go see your tree. As we drive along, I ask, is it little animals? Is it candy? My mother just smiles and winks. Lito, Lito, I say, I'm here. Lito opens the screen door. His face is happy like a full moon. Lito gives my mother a kiss and a hug. Lito, I say, I brought my new birthday toys. We can sit under my tree and play with my toys all day and all night. Lito and my mother laugh. Pablo, says Lito, hugging me. ¿Cómo está mi nieto grande? How is my big grandson? So that other language you hear in this story is Spanish. We practice Spanish sometimes at school. I give Lito a giant hug. He almost falls down. Pablo, says Mama, cuidado, be careful. But Lito likes my giant hugs. Let's go see my tree, I say. Hurry, hurry, Lito. I take Lito's hand and pull him to the back door. When I see my tree, I run to it. I touch the tiny colored bells and wind chimes. Ooh, I say. I run around the tree, touching the bells and chimes. The wind blows my tree, jingles and rings. I give Lito another giant hug, and I almost knock him down. But he just smiles. Mama gives us each a goodbye kiss. We take her to her car. We put my suitcase in my room. Lito throws me an apple. We take the bag of toys out to the table under my tree. Lito plays my flute. He says, Pablo, do you remember the story of your tree? I run around and around my tree. I touch the branches so the bells and the chimes ring. I shake my new tambourine. Give you guys a good picture of the tree. One day my mother came to this house, I say. Yes, says Lito, your mother said, I'm going to adopt a baby. I went to the nursery down the street and bought a small tree. I said, Este árbol es para mi nieto. This tree is for my grandson. So árbol is tree in Spanish. Your mother said, Ay, Papa, what if the baby is a girl? I said, I love little girls, but this tree is for my boy. If it is a boy, he will have your name. He will be Pablo too, said your mother. Lito stops and smiles. Then he asks, what did we buy for the new baby Pablo? You and Mama bought bottles and blankets for me, I say. Yes, says Lito, laughing. We wanted to wait for the phone to ring. Oh, we waited and waited for the phone to ring. We waited for the words, come get your baby. I watered the tree, but I didn't plant it. I waited for you. First, I put the little tree in the front yard near the sidewalk. No, I said, this spot is too noisy for my boy's tree. Then you put it there, in the rose garden, I say. But you saw too many thorns. Then you put my tree here. So his grandpa tried putting the tree in a lot of different spots until he found the right spot. One day, says Lito, the phone rang. Your mother called. Her voice was full of smiles. She said, Papa, guess what? I said, when do I see my boy? Your mother laughed and laughed. She said, Papa, how did you know? I put your tree by the front door to welcome you. I washed my face and combed my hair. I looked out the window and waited for your mother's car. I went out front and walked back and forth on the sidewalk. Then I saw it. I watched your mother lift you out so carefully. I looked at you and you looked at me. Your mother said, hold him, Papa, hold Pablo. You fit just right in my arms, I said. Pablo, come and see your tree. Then I said, come, let's plant Pablo's tree. Your mother held you while I got my shovel and watering can, says Lito. Carefully, I dug a hole and planted your tree here in the sun. So you guys see, in order to plant the tree, Lito needed a shovel and he dug a hole in the ground. I say, and the tree grew and grew like me. On your first birthday, says Lito, I hung streamers on your little tree, yellow, orange, red. I carried you out to see them, and I grabbed them in my fist, I say. Very cool. So on his first birthday, you can see Lito put streamers on the tree. On your second birthday, I tied balloons of every color, says Lito. You ran around and around your tree. I lifted you up to touch your balloons. You did not let me rest. So what did Lito put on the tree for Pablo's second birthday? He put balloons on every branch. On my third birthday, you put paper lanterns on my tree. Ooh, those are very pretty. So for the third birthday, you put paper lanterns. And what was on your tree last year? Asked Lito. Bird cages, I say. You put tiny bird cages all over my tree. So for his fourth birthday, what did Lito put on the tree? Bird houses. And this year, for his fifth birthday, Lito put bells and chimes on the tree. I race around and around my tree. I touch the branches and they ring. Lito and I sit and listen to the wind. We listen to my tree. We munch our apples. I ask, what will you put on my tree next year, Lito? Lito chuckles and winks. Pablo, that's a surprise. The end. Very cool. So that was Pablo's tree. As we saw in the very beginning of the tree, Pablo's grandfather got him a tree from the nursery. Remember, we've talked about a nursery as a place you can go to buy trees. So Pablo's grandpa went there and bought him a tree, and over the years, as Pablo has grown, his tree has grown as well. And each year for his birthday, Lito puts different things on the tree as a surprise for Pablo. What a great story. So for today's activity, we are doing a family tree. So in this story, we learned a little bit about Pablo's family, and maybe you can try to remember who the members of his family were. So check out our other video and make a family tree so we can learn more about your family. Can't wait to see them. Bye guys.